Hey, y'all, it's your favorite Unc. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to Nightcap YouTube channel so you never miss a single live stream or video of myself, Ocho, and Gil. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Mike Tomlin says his fire for the job has intensified and that he expects to get a contract extension this offseason. Tomlin also says Kenny Pickett will be QB1 heading into the 2024 season, but they'll bring in competition. I just don't get what incentive, what was so, excuse me, why did he feel he need to say Kenny Pickett is the quarterback one heading into the 2024 season?
I don't know. I don't know why he did it. I don't know why he did it. I'm curious. I would love to know how Steeler fans feel about that. I like Kenny Pickett. The small sample size of what I've had to see from Kenny, I'm not sure he's the answer. He's okay. He's good, but I think for that position they can do better based on what's available in free agency.
Yeah.
For me, as I'm not a Steeler fan, obviously, but just for the organization in itself, an organization that has won many Lombardi trophies. If you're serious, obviously with Mike Tomlin getting an extension, listen, Russell Wilson is out on the market. Russell Wilson is out on the market or and will be available. He is the one you need to go get. Yeah, I think the pairing with Russell Wilson,
You
with
like
that
that?
offense with Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, I think they will be on fire.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I
Playoff
agree.
coach, playoff quarterback. Super Bowl coach, Super Bowl quarterback. Man, George Pickens is gonna love that. George Pickens is gonna love that. I mean,
I,
it just makes too much sense to me to pass up an opportunity like that if you're serious about contending in the AFC North.
I just don't get why here we are. The season just ended for them last week, and we already got to know who QB1 is heading into 2024 season. I don't know why. You
You think
there's been no free agency, there's been no draft,
right?
there's been no OTAs, there's been no training camp. I don't understand why almost 8 months we need
Right.
to know who QB1 is for the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it. Maybe he didn't mean it that way. Well, maybe he did because he actually said it. He was quarterback number one, but then
Mm-hmm.
he did say we're bringing in competition. The
I'm just trying to
competition
figure out.
could be Russell.
Can you answer me this though? He said
Yeah.
his fire for the job has intensified. What's different now? Why would it be intense? Why wasn't it always intensified? Because we always ask players to have that same intensity, that level of intensity, that
Mhm.
fire, that passion. So why so what's intensified? What's different now than what it was?
Mhm. Listen, I listen. Mike Tomlin got 17 straight non-losing seasons.
So what they got to do? I want win. So how many Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls in there? He
He
ain't won a
got
playoff game
one
since 2016. So what is it now, Ocho? It's
late in the
2024.
postseason.
So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
19.
22, 23. So we 8 years. Mike Tomlin to have a playoff win in
Yeah.
8 years.
Shoot, but
That's the Steelers now. You do realize that's the Steelers. That's not the
right.
Jets. That's not some other. That's the Steelers. 6 Lombardis with the greats.
Yeah. You know what the answer is?
What?
One position. One position that needs to be filled.
What's
One
that?
position. I'm telling you,
Quarterback.
they need to go get they need that's it. They need to go get number three. They have good quarterbacks. I don't want to say okay, they have good quarterbacks. But if you're trying to get back playoff contention and taking winning the Super Bowl, having a seventh Lombardi, you go get a quarterback that's done it before. You go get one that season.
The Steelers are the first team in NFL history to allow 30 points in 5 straight playoff games.
It's not the Steelers. It's not the Steelers defense we're used to seeing. Definitely ain't that. It definitely
Well,
ain't the Steelers
it
defense
didn't
of the
help that
2000s
TJ was out.
deal with.
Well, I
Yeah,
think the thing,
TJ Watt is just
Ocho,
one man.
the thing is that they held on to Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger didn't do them any favors.
You think they held on to too long?
Way too long. Way too long. Way.
Well, if you let him go, there was still no answer though.
That's the problem.
There
Is
was
that you
still no
held on
answer.
to him and you weren't trying to develop anybody. So you didn't take
Oh,
a
okay, I
quarterback
see
until
what
you
you're saying.
absolutely had to.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. But quarterbacks don't like that. You see how Aaron Rodgers acted when they brought
Yeah.
Jordan Love in?
And you see the
What do you think?
situation
You think
Green Bay's
Rock?
in, that they did it. You see how
Yeah,
Green
but
Bay looking?
hey, that's lucky though. How many times is that gonna happen though?
But
How many times you gonna have Alex Smith and you draft goddamn Patrick Mahomes and all of a sudden, oh shit, now
but
I got the next one.
but let me ask you a question. They did it with Brett Favre. You see?
That's right. That's luck.
If
That's luck.
if I
That
wait till I run out of food before I buy bread and milk, it's too damn late, Ocho.
right. You're right.
You're like, oh man, we get low on bread. Okay, pick up a couple of loaves of bread. We almost out of milk and get some milk. Or do you wait till you're completely out?
Right.
I mean,
You're
some
right.
people do
You're
wait
right.
till they're completely out, and then when you go to make a
Before
sandwich,
they
or you
go.
get some
Right.
milk, put milk in your coffee, or eat cereal, you ain't got no milk, and now you're mad. Why didn't somebody tell me we was almost out of milk and we was out of bread? Hell, you looked in the refrigerator and saw you was almost out also.
Right.
Somebody just beat you to drinking the last bit or making the last sandwich.
Damn.
Because here's the thing, Ocho. When you're building a team, you can't worry about feelings. You can't worry about, the quarterback. I got to do what's in the best interest. Because
Right.
a lot of times, if you wait to the quarterback, they did that with Dan. They did that with Jim Kelly. They did that with,
Right.
I mean, we did. And so when you have that big gap, if you look at it, you did it with Terry Bradshaw. It wasn't until
Yeah.
you got Ben Roethlisberger. You
That
had
you got.
you had a
Yeah,
couple
but
of good years with Neil O'Donnell and
obvi-
Slash Cordell, but once you got
yeah,
that
but
one guy, you
mhm.
weren't fluctuating in and out. You see,
Right.
the Steelers, they became basically Super Bowl contenders every year.
Yeah, yeah, that's tough though. You don't want to upset your quarterback. You don't want to upset your starting veteran quarterback at that. Obviously, you draft a
So
player,
when
you
that
draft a
mofo leave,
quarterback,
what am
and
I going to do? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, the Packers don't upset Aaron Rodgers, and he's acting a fool. Now you see what he did. He basically, even after they gave him $50 million a year, he was still giving them the butt to kiss. Now they don't have
yeah,
Jordan Love. He's in the Jets. Now what do I do? Well, at least we didn't take Aaron Rodgers off. Them quarterbacks don't give a damn about nobody but themselves. So if I'm a general manager and the owner, I got to think what's in the best interest of my team.
for my team, yeah. But listen, they finding diamonds in the rough though, man. That decision, the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes, diamond in the rough. They got that Golly, what was the other example? We
Jordan
were just
Love and
talking about
Aaron
it just now.
Rodgers.
Oh yeah, the Aaron Rodgers, the Jordan Love, man, that's that diamond in the rough. Like the
Yes,
chances of that happening is so slim and seldom. It's the luck of the draw.
right.
It's the luck
But
of the
here's the
draw
thing,
because
Ocho.
they might not pan out. You never
Right.
know.
But at least you got to plan. Nobody plans to fail. We just fail to
Right.
plan.
Yeah.
So at least look, he might not, but at least I've tried to make a situation where I do have a
Mhm.
quarterback in place. Now he might not
Right.
be it, but when you
Mhm.
wait to Ben Roethlisberger on his last leg and then he retire, oh, now I go get me a quarterback.
Quarterback. Yeah. That's tough. And listen, it's the way it's always been. I mean, the
For sure.
situation where it happened is with Aaron Rodgers. That's the only one I could think of. I'm not sure if they just don't want to upset their quarterback.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, they did it with Brett Favre. They drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They did it with him.
I don't- Man, I wonder how do they know when it's time though? How do you know when it's time at the quarterback position?
Well, I mean, look, everybody think they're going to be a Tom Brady. And even Coach Belichick made some. I mean, he drafted Jimmy Garoppolo. He was wrong in his
Mhm.
assessment. The difference is between Brady and Rodgers and Favre. Favre and Rodgers want to retire every year. Brady loved everything about the game of football. He loved the meetings.
Yes, he
He loved the
did.
preparation. He loved the practices. He loved the OTAs. He loved everything about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers and Favre didn't. Oh, they want to retire. You took a quarterback. Oh, you don't love me no more. Oh my goodness, poor me, poor me. Bruh,
You
we
don't
done
think they
paid
love the
you.
game?
Huh?
You don't think they love the
No,
game?
see, Favre just wanted to show up for once training camp was over. He just wanted to show up and play.
Right.
And they're like, bro, and they just got tired. At some point in time, they're gonna hold you to that.
Right.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. This might be my last year. I got to go to some cold, dark place, and I got to think about what I want to do. Teams get tired. Teams are not. They're gonna tolerate you until they can replace you. Remember, I told you
Yeah.
that, Ocho. They will
Oh
tolerate
yeah.
you until they can replace you.
Yeah.
When they could replace Brett Favre, what did they do? They traded him.
Yeah. The Minnesota or New York
They
first?
traded him to the Jets. He ended up going to
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay, that's
They
right.
tolerated Aaron Rodgers until what? Jordan Love's ready. Okay, we'll trade you.
You got to go. Yeah. And he good too, boy.
Even
Look
in
like
any
look.
relationship,
Yeah.
no matter how your situation is,
Right.
that person will tolerate you until they can replace you,
Mm.
man or woman. So if you think you're gonna treat somebody like you know what for
Yeah.
perpetuity, you're fooling
Yeah.
yourself.
Damn. Hey, well, that
Mm-hmm.
make you think right there too now.
Hey,
No,
that's not to say that
ego and pride that make a fool of us all.
for sure.
Especially when you say it like that.
Now, that's not to
Yeah.
say, look, that's not to say somebody won't replace you even if things are
Right.
ideal. Because look,
Yeah.
hey, things happen. But I'm just saying, people, hey,
Yeah.
they lost here are the last playoff games for the Steelers. They lost 36-17 to the Patriots. They lost 45-42 to the Jags. They lost 48-37 to the Browns. They lost 42-21 to Kansas City. They lost
Damn.
31-17 to Buffalo. I mean, they give it a big number. They give it
Damn.
a big numbers. Big, 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 big numbers.